What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Trades and Gains podcast. It looks like traders, gamblers, and market masochists buckle up because we've got a hell of a ride to break down today. Stocks are up, baby. We are back, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. But wait, is this actually a good thing? That's like what we all got to think about here. Is this good for our mental health? We'll find out. The S&P 500 is clawing its way out of correction territory. The Dow decided to not get wrecked for a second day straight. And the NASDAQ, well, let's just say the Magnificent Seven looks more like the mediocre at best 5 right now. And surprise, surprise, big money is making some suspiciously large bets in the options market. Are we seeing insiders positioning for a rug pull? We'll break down dark pool trades, the biggest options contracts, and what it actually means for your trades personally. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. So let's start with our three major indices. The Dow Jones decided to wake up today for once. I mean, let's be honest. The Dow's like the redheaded stepchild that everybody forgets about, but it did pop 350 points or 0.9%. Why? Because traders saw some weak retail sales numbers and went, oh, great, the Fed might finally cut rates. Now, the thing about that, Jerome Powell came out and said, 2 rate cuts, 2. Now, markets may be pricing in 3 rate cuts. So we're going to see FOMC is going to clear up a lot, so we don't have to worry. But the S&P 500 also crawled up about 0.6%. And this is after getting spanked belt to ass last week, baby. But it officially entered correction territory. That's right, 10% down from its highs. But hey, don't call it a comeback. I mean, at least for now, don't call it a comeback. It could be a comeback, but I mean, we're just going to have to wait and see, you know. And the NASDAQ, it's up 0.3%, barely keeping it together. Kind of like your ex-girlfriend and after no contact for a couple days. Why? Because tech stocks are looking shaky. Tesla and Nvidia aren't exactly flexing that muscle lately. But hey, we got GTC this week, so Nvidia might, boss up. And let's not forget our big wild card for the day. Trump's trade war is back in full force. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent just went on TV and basically told everyone, relax, corrections are healthy. Yeah, thanks, Scott. We'll remember that when our portfolios are completely bleeding out and I can't pay rent next month, you dick. Anyways, let's look at some of our big movers for the day today, shall we? We had Tesla losing 5%. That's right, baby. Tesla's in free fall mode after announcing a free self-driving trial in China. Great for Chinese drivers, terrible for Tesla's margins. Elon, buddy, are we selling cars or giving them away at this point? Nvidia, it's down 2%. Nvidia is supposed to be the AI king, but apparently the market isn't vibing with it ahead of GTC. Now, one thing to note about this, actually a couple things. One, I will be live covering the entire event from start to finish, so don't worry. Follow Trades and Gains on Twitter because I will have all the details for you. Partnerships, keynotes, all that kind of stuff. I'm locked in for the week on it. We live tweeted it last year. It did great. We got some great stuff. We're doing the same thing this year. Don't worry, I got a whole thesis I'm going to write on it. Moving on. Intel Corp, boy, did they have a day. You know, it was like Ricky Bobby's daddy said, if you ain't first, you're last. And, Intel, they wanted to be first. It jumped 7% after hiring their new CEO, the one, the only, Lip Bhutan. That boy Lip Bhutan, he hinted at significant changes, aka they finally realized they exist in an AI world. Maybe that $7 billion operating loss on chips maybe starts to, see some progress towards the green or the black at least, instead of just wading in the red waters, 40 days, 40 nights, you can only do so much. But 7% pop on the day, congrats. Shout out printing tendies. Those calls he made, they saw 500% today, and maybe they've even seen more. So, hey, shout out tendies. You my dog. Anyways, guess is going private, folks. They jumped 27% on the news after announcing going private. God, hot dog. Literally, they're getting bought out, and the stock exploded 27%. Great news for shareholders. Unless you panic sold last week, then my condolences to you and your portfolio and the FOMO and ball kicking you'll be giving yourself over the next week or so. And finally, let's go ahead and talk about our Trump's tariffs, because nothing says strong economy like making everything more expensive for people who already can't afford things. Because I'm about to go make dinner from Dollar Tree tonight, because that's how that's how cheap groceries are right now, dog. So, hey, shout out Daddy Trump. Anyways, liquor stocks are getting absolutely hammered. And no, they ain't getting high off their own supply, baby. Trump threatened a 200% tariff on European alcohol. That means say goodbye to your cheap bottles of Hennessy and hello to Made in America whiskey. You know, them Traverse City distilleries, them distilleries out in the woods where a man got 3 eyes and 4 legs. They gonna be the ones making that whiskey for us now, folks. But anyways, I digress. Tariffs, they haven't even begun to really take an effect on our economy, but just wait. Just wait for it. Anyways, let's talk about our real money moves for the day. I will be right back. I have to pull up Investor Central Club, and then we will dive in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Investor Central Club. If you do want this layout that I got, all this data you want to see for yourself, well, I got a link that you can use. Just ask me for it. Check the link in my bio. Do one of the 5 things, to lock in, get this data, get them options contracts up, baby. Get your money up, not your funny up. Anyways, looking at today's overall flow, we had 62.5 million going into SPY. On the volume side, ladies and gentlemen, we had 333,221 contracts that were traded today, folks. 310,000 of those contracts were in puts. That's some heavy bearish flow. Big money isn't buying this bounce just yet. They're hedging like the market's about to tank even further. Because if we let's go ahead and look at our most popular contract and see what that's looking like for SPY. I hope y'all are having a good day, by the way. I miss you guys. It's a hell of an opportunity for me to sit here and educate y'all on what's going on in the markets. I don't take it lightly. It's something I truly appreciate. But that 550, them 550s for 321, ooh, woof. We're getting spicy. We're getting spicy on a Monday, baby. We got weeklies for the 550 at the 170, 117, 169 fill levels. Someone's betting big. Someone thinks that FOMC is not going to be too pretty. It's going to be like your 2 cousins kissing at the family get-together. People might not say anything. But people are judging. People are judging, folks. We had Nvidia HYG was our next biggest with 172,000 in total volume, with literally all 172,000 going into puts. Damn! Let's see what the most common contract was. We had 6 hits on the $78 calls, or $78 puts, might I say, for April 17th of 2025. And we're seeing about a 0.35 to a 0.39 fill area. Feel it out. But that's what we're looking at with HYG. Let's go ahead and keep this caboose moving, baby. Nvidia, we had 67,000 contracts traded ahead of GTC, with 42,000 in total calls against 25,000 in puts. And our most common contract for this Nvidia volume were the $122 calls that are due this week, actually. And we're seeing a fill from anywhere at 223 and peaking even to 220, 261, and even some at the 415 level that they opened at this morning. So it looks like people are going to be hedging ahead of GTC. If you do remember, we had some very positive movement after GTC last year. Again, we will be live tweeting that, so make sure you're following Trades and Gains so you don't miss any of the news from GTC, because I will be covering it because I love you guys. Anyways, Tesla, we had 31,000 contracts. I don't even know why we're talking about Tesla, but we had 31,000 contracts traded, 12,000 in calls against 18,000 in puts. Someone's expecting more downside with them. We can leave it at that. And IWM, because this is a shout out to Milky Filky, this is what she trades. We had 57,000 contracts traded with 13,000 in calls against 44,000 in puts, with our most common contract being the 100 and I want to say, let me guess, it's the 190. Yep. The 195. The 195 expiring about a month from now. So looks like we got some people expecting some more downside with IWM for it to get clapped, you know? We had a nice golden ticker as well after market hours at 4:03 p.m. for $1.7 million. So it looks like someone isn't feeling too good going into FOMC. Now, let's go ahead and look at some of our dark pool activity, our ratchet activity. Anyways, let's go. Come on, buddy. Did I do quantity maybe? No. What did I do here? Oh, because I did not select dark pool. So if I take dark pool off, some of our biggest trades of the day, we had Microsoft. We had $1 billion plus in closing prints. Tesla, we had 1.05 billion or 1.5 billion in closing prints as well. It's probably institutions dumping shares while retail is still FOMOing in. And for SPY, our baby girl, we had 969 million. Big prints are coming in, but most likely on the sell side here. So that's another thing to be aware of. So some of our key takeaways for today, ladies and gentlemen, our key takeaways, this rally might be a trap. It might be a bull trap. It might be trying to trap them bulls in the cage, you know. We've got weak economic data. We've got heavy put flow and dark pools showing massive exits, which is concerning. But there are a few bullish plays in Nvidia and Intel if you're playing the upside. Keep it tight. Keep it butthole tight, you know. If you're going short, watch those big puts in SPY and Tesla. And want to get real-time breakdowns of these trades, go ahead and join us, baby. You know, I post on Twitter all day and just talk to y'all. Y'all are my best friends. So just come through, hang out. Drop some tickers for the kid to review, you know. I got y'all. I got you, you got me. You know, we're a big old family over here. Anyways, we cover live options flow, dark pool data, and more market trends so you don't get delayed or played by the big boys, because I ain't want you out here looking like a little bitch, you know? Hit that subscribe button for daily market breakdowns. And if you want more deep dives, drop a comment below with what you want to see next. What story should we break next? Because another thing, we also break news stories that typically become pretty profitable, brother. So go ahead. Tell me some things to, you know, dig my teeth into. I'm an analyst by trade. It's what I do, my 9 to 5, my livelihood. So I just transferred over to the market. So I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all like y'all here for me. Anyways, trade smart. Don't worry about FOMO going into FOMC. Oh, you know what I mean, though. And I will see you guys in the next one. This has been episode 124. I'm Max Pitts, and I love you all. Bye-bye.